Hi everyone, my name is Dylan, and today I'd like to show you how easy it is to play around with the collage aesthetic in GoDaddy Studio. Now, collage is a broad term that can be expressed in hundreds of different ways, but what I'd like to leave you with today is a sense of how easy the process really is in GoDaddy Studio, as well as all the resources that you have access to in defining your own unique style. Let's take a look at how it works. Now, of course, the easiest way to get started would be using one of our existing templates. You could search for collage in the template feed, and you'll see we have a wide range of options to get you started quickly and easily. You would simply select one of these and go about replacing all the various elements with those of your own. But let's take the training wheels off and start a design from scratch. In this example, I'm using a very simple expression of collage, simply arranging 4 different images on the same canvas at different sizes. Now, the most important concept to get to grips with in collage is layering. Now, if I tap on this sandwich icon at the top right of my screen, that'll present my layers view. And you'll see I have these 4 different layers, and they have a certain hierarchy. So this image of the hand, you'll notice, is on top of the rock and the image of the woman, and hence when I move it around, you'll see it sits above both of those images. But now if I go back to my layer stack and I drag that layer underneath both of those, you'll see that is now expressed on the canvas, where this image is now behind the other 2. And of course, you can start to develop layering by putting it somewhere in the middle. You'll see now that image falls behind the rock and in front of the woman. And this is how you start to create a sense of depth in your collage. So collage is really defined by layering and overlapping, and once you get a handle on that, it really opens up the floodgates of creativity. Now, in this example, if I jump to my layer stack, you'll see I've just included a few additional elements, just some very basic shapes that I've stacked behind some of these images. And again, it's all about the layering that creates an effect of depth. And I think just something like the addition of these shapes just adds an additional level of visual interest to this composition. Layers are also really useful if you are struggling to access a specific element. So let's say I'm battling to get to this shape in the background because of the image in front of it. What you would do is just jump to your layers view, select that layer in your layers view, and now you can very easily edit or rearrange it. Right, now things really start to get interesting when you begin to add some graphics into the mix, because we just have so many incredible options for you. Now, in this example, I found a pack that I really like. It features these kind of papery cutouts. If I just hit replace here, we can jump into that collection. It's called Hand Cut Collage Volume 1 by Paper Whistle Studio. And you'll see there are all these really cool kind of random cut out bits and pieces of paper, which I really enjoy. So I've gone with this option, and you'll see in my design I'm really just playing around with different elements from this specific graphic pack. But of course, we have dozens of these different packs to choose from, and the nature of the graphics that you choose will of course start to define the end result of your collage. An obvious place to start searching for graphics for your collage would be in the graphics library, where you could of course search for collage. And here you'll see some individual elements which include compositions, in other words, pre-made collages that bring together a few different elements more as a background, as well as individual elements to use in your own unique collage. But here in the top row, you'll see the different collections that we have. And within here, there are many of them have 50, 60, 100 plus different elements to choose from. It's really just about navigating according to your own graphic style and specific ideas that catch your attention. Collage is really just about exploring different combinations. So feel free to dip in, mix and match. There's really no limit on your imagination here. And then of course, don't forget about text as an additional element in your collage. You can of course start experimenting with different types of fonts at different sizes, and that can really add a lot of interest as well as some vital information to your collage if you are doing it as a post with a specific function. Don't forget you can crop your images too. So we've been focused on a rectangular image up until this point, but if you tap edit on any of the images, you'll see Here at the bottom there's a crop function. You could make it square, custom, any possible dimensions, or in this instance I've gone with a circular crop with all the images, and that in turn I think drew me towards some rounder, more curved graphic elements for my collage design. If you'd like a more roughly cut out look for a specific type of collage, then I'd urge you to try the mask tool, and you can just drag that around just for a very rough kind of organically cut out look, and then again just using layers to integrate that into your design. But if you'd like a more precise cutout, then you'll definitely want to try the remove background tool, which can remove the image background in a few seconds with a single tap, making it a movable element in your design. And if you're wondering how I got that white outline effect, I'll show you quickly. I'm just going to delete it and show you again. What I would do is duplicate this layer. I would jump to the one at the back, navigate to the tint tool, put that up to 100, change the color to white, and then just slightly enlarge it so that it creates the illusion of an outline to your collage, which can really help separating the foreground and the background. Going this route might of course lead you to an entirely different type of collage style, like in this example where I've found a composite background and then just from the same graphic pack added a few additional elements in the foreground, or perhaps a variation where I dip into some different packs, and in this case I searched for stickers just to find a final graphic element to round off this design. Collage is so much fun to play around with, so why don't you try it out for yourself by downloading the free app. All the links you need are in the description below. Thanks as always for watching, and please subscribe if you want to keep learning about GoDaddy Studio. I'll see you next time.